everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Anveen Shah and I'm a Master Certified Ascension Coach. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what is the difference, what is the core difference between people who have healed and who are with their twin flames versus people who are not yet healed, still in separation, and they're constantly anxious about when will their union happen. So what is the key primary difference? The key primary difference is now mostly feminines are the one who awaken to this journey first. So I'm going to be using she or the feminine, but if you're a masculine who is awakened to this journey, you can replace the pronouns and you can apply it to yourself. So basically, the only key difference is that you realize that you are not here to chase, you are here to attract. Now, if we talk about, see, the thing is that twin flames are spiritual beings, but non twin flames who are not awakened to their journey are also spiritual beings, right? The law of manifestation, the law of attraction does not change just because you are a twin flame. Yes, there is a concept of deeper ascension that comes with twin flames. Now, what that means is that let's say I'm somebody who's just spiritual, I'm not awakened to my twin flame yet, I don't know who's my twin flame, and I don't know, I'm in a twin flame journey, I don't know much about the concept, the dynamic, and everything. But still, I can manifest the kind of life that I desire. I can still get to work on my life purpose. And only that works when you are in a place of abundance, you are in a place of fulfillment. Same logic applies when you are in a twin flame journey. But the only thing is that it's bit more painful because then it gets triggered due to the twin flame separation, and separation is something that is not your core reality, which is why it continuously hurts, right? Now, the difference here is that when you are in that separation, most of the feminine start attracting from a place of lack. So the universe does not respond to, I want my twin flame, give it to me. And instead I'm like, you universe is not gonna give it me. Universe is gonna take him away from me. God has taken my twin flame away. So that does not work with the universe. It's energy. So the kind of energy that you're attracting with is something that the universe is going to bring to you. So even if I say I'm happy, I'm abundant, but deep down my core belief is that I can't be happy, I can't have a lot of money, I can't have that, the universe is going to respond to the vibration you are attracting from. Which is why even when you're trying to attract someone, your twin flame, attract your life purpose, attract more clients, more visibility, and you're attracting that from a place of lack, desperation, you actually see it going further away, wherein it's easy to be with your twin flame. Why? Because you and your twin flame make the same core choices. The only thing that stops you from literally manifesting your twin flame communication, your twin flame union, is the belief. Now, when I tell you, just claim your harmonious union, and your twin flame should be making the same choice. Like, let's say, I'm choosing my harmonious twin flame union, and my twin flame is also making the same choice, which is why my twin flame may seem to be a little distant. My twin flame may say something that may feel bad to me because it has to bring up that feeling that is not aligned with me. And the only way I can proceed in my healing is when I stop taking it personally. You only need to see that your twin flame is the tool for your ascension, and when you start seeing them as a tool for your ascension, you're gonna stop hurting with what they have said. You don't have to take it personally. Like, honestly, like, I have experienced this in my union, that my twin flame has triggered something and I feel bad, and then of course I feel bad because I'm a human, right? If my twin flame says I don't want to talk to you, I'm going to feel bad, and that's human, that's fine. The point is that, okay, accept that I'm feeling bad. Now understand, why am I feeling bad? What is it bringing to me? What is the feeling here? What is it triggering in me? Now let's say it brings up rejection, right? So now I have to see like all of these parts where I'm still holding on to the idea that I can be rejected, or possibly the places where I am still rejecting myself. Now let's say the universe asks me to do something. I'm like, no, I'm not good enough for that. It's obvious, you can have that feeling. Like, I sometimes have so much of resistance creating these YouTube videos. Like, I enjoy the process, but like I continuously reject new ideas because that's where I have a deeper block. That is something that I am moving through. Similarly, if your twin flame is like, I don't want to talk to you, or probably we are not meant to be, we are not good enough for each other, or probably you deserve someone better, it's not because they mean it, it's because they are helping you see some parts of you that are still not in alignment with you. And which is why when you heal it, neither your twin flame remembers what really happened, nor you um, care about what they said. You will be like, okay, fine, there's more love, I am experiencing more peace, and that's fine. The moment you heal it, you will feel that hatred, that anguish, that agony that you feel inside of yourself. It will just melt away, and you will be able to feel unconditional love for yourself and your twin flame once again. So the only thing is that you don't have to take it personally, and you just have to focus on healing it and attracting them from a place of filled cup, from a place where you are already in truth having your union. So that's the key. I hope you liked the video. Um, don't forget to subscribe the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Namaste.